Hey everyone, welcome to CryptoReality. So, we're gonna talk about what's going on in the market right now. I'm looking at US dollar dominance chart, weekly time frame. But first, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get updated in my latest update. Okay, so here we go. What am I looking here is this beautiful bearish divergence in your US dollar dominance. Look at this, where your price is getting higher like that and your RSI is going down. So that's basically the bearish divergence that I am looking at. So if this weekly close right here, just like where we are right now, this candlestick right here, just a possible chance that in a couple of weeks maybe we can see some breakdown right here. So that's what I'm expecting here, that we will retest this 50 EMA right here, this yellow line right here. Okay, so that's just my idea. Maybe something like that, just like what we did in here. Okay, where your RSI is here, a clear bearish divergence right here, and this price action is flat right here. We try to retest this 50 EMA right here before it starts to climb back up for the next couple of months. So that's what I'm expecting here in your US dollar dominance right now. But in a daily time frame, in a shorter time frame, it looks like that this 20 EMA right here is your resistance for US dollar dominance, which will I include if it breaks. If we break this, then we are gonna see some higher prices, and that's not good for our cryptocurrencies. So looking at this chart, first is XLM. Okay, I've seen something in here. Look at this daily time frame here. Okay, so what I am seeing here for XLM is that maybe I could adjust this one right there. Okay, so we're still not out of this triangle pattern, but let me remove this one and let me create something bullish pattern here like that. Okay, so this is now an ascending triangle, even though it doesn't touch here. Yeah, I know that's not, but looking at this, it's gonna be like this one, and it breaks to the upside, it's gonna be massive. So I'm gonna measure that through this pendant here from this high to this low. Okay, and I'm gonna put it here in the apex, and what do I get? Okay, I'm gonna get this level right here around 0.32 US dollar. Let me remove this. Yeah, apply our Fibonacci extension. This could lead us to 0.382 level right here. Okay, I'm gonna remove the fib first. Have some horizontal line here, and looking at this chart right here, maybe it's, I don't know if it's not coincidence, but this one is resistance. Okay, and if we hit here, we are going to complete this macro pennant right here. Okay, that this one is your resistance, and resistance right here. Okay, so maybe we can continue to go down after that, but not that low. Okay, a higher low and a higher high. Okay, and then we continue to go up when the time comes. Okay, and I'm gonna get you updated for that. That's just my idea for XLM here, and this thing will happen if your US dollar dominance chart will visit the 50 EMA, just like I've said. Okay, now let's take a look at XRP. So if XLM could pump like that, I wouldn't be surprised if XRP could pump into this level, 1.5 level, and retest all of this resistance right here. Okay, I won't be surprised if XRP could rise up right here. Okay, before heading to the downside, just like that, just like it did before. I am talking about this one. Okay, where your XRP try to retest this 200 EMA, this red line right here, before it comes back down and consolidate for a few more weeks or months. Okay, so that's just my idea here. So where's your 200 EMA right here? This is around 1.37. So if we hit this 1.5 area, it could be a wipe off, or maybe we can complete this just pattern right here. Yep, right there. Maybe we can retest that just like that. Okay, maybe we can hit this level right here around 1.38 before heading to the downside again. Or if there's a bad news, we can continue to go lower just like that, and the 0.9596 area for your XRP is still on the radar. Okay, this is just my idea here. Now looking at your Bitcoin here, which is kind of good looking chart. Told you it's gonna retest all of this somewhere around that, and everyone is gonna believe that the bottom is seen and we're gonna start to come back up. Then the market slap your face and it's gonna come back down lower. So still my target is still 54 to 52,000 US dollar for your Bitcoin. Okay, I'm still basing on history, not just my own idea here, just like what we did in here. Okay, just like what we did here. You see it's gonna come back up, it tried to come back up right here and come back up right here, and then come back all the way down to finish the bear market. Okay, before the consolidation and the recovery mode. Okay, so pay attention to this one. You have to pay close attention. Okay, now let's take a look at another one. Oh, H bar is still bleeding, but don't panic, because it's just like it's falling to its support trend line right here. Okay, it's a very nice chart that it falls beautifully in this trend line right here. This one, multiple touches like here. So I'm expecting that H bar will consolidate here before the recovery mode. Okay, so don't panic for H bar, still on this range. Okay, still not touching the yellow line here. Okay, so we're still good. Okay, now this is your SUI. Of course, it's still on the radar, still the same. So if it pumps, it could retest this 20 EMA right here around 0.94 US dollars right here, which will be having something like, yep, like that, because we have a lot of resistance there. Okay, in the past we have resistance here, resistance here, we have resistance here. So maybe we can retest that, and eventually if we get rejected here, we can come back down and create some double bottom here, just like that, before we can see some major recovery mode. Okay, so for, of course, this is on my radar, injective protocol, still holding on to this maybe cap and handle pattern right here. Looking at this chart, this look like cap and handle, I don't know, or in maybe inverted in shoulders right there. So maybe we can continue to go up and retest before we break out, just like that for injective protocol. Let's look at now Solana. Solana is one of the most popular tokens right here. So just like I've said here, maybe we can see some sort of like this. Okay, playing on this 20 EMA right here. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if your Solanas will go flat in this region area right here before some blast off to the upside. Okay, the next one is hype token. Hyperliquid creates its new all-time high, you know. So I don't know if this one, yeah. Okay, so what's my idea here? Looking at this chart, it's bearish, yeah, because in a weekly time frame I saw some double top here, which will create to the bounce to the downside with this 42 US dollar, maybe retesting this 50 EMA right here. So we have to see it in a daily for clear vision. Yep, and as all you can see here, it looks like a triple top or head and shoulders pattern. As you all can see, this one is triple top or inverse head and shoulder, or head and shoulders, should I say. But let me draw it much more likely. Okay, so here we go. Okay, that one, and maybe this one, and it breaks to the downside just like that. Okay, hope you see it here. It breaks to the downside, and your Rs and your EMAs are now going to dead cross. So what's the measured move for this one? So we can have accuracy for this one. Yeah, this is that one. Okay, yep, that one, and this is the breakout here. So I'm expecting it here, the 47 US dollar for your hyper liquid. Yep, right there. Okay, so that's just my idea here. Let me remove this channel right here. Yep. Okay, so what we have here is that we are heading here to the downside, the 47 US dollar for hyper liquid. So keep an eye on that, pay attention, especially to XLM. It's kinda the nicest token here because of its news for TTCC, Western Union, and other good news. So please always do your own research. Okay, don't just excuse me, don't just listen to me or other people that's telling you to buy or sell anything in here. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just telling you my own opinion. Okay, so it's your own money, it's your own risk. Plan your trades, then trade your plan. Always do your own research. Don't put all the money that you can afford to lose. Okay, focus on yourself. God bless and bye bye.